Madam go tell us. Now you go. Now this is the speaker.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor, are you ready? Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Rivers State, Honorable Ezenwan Yeson Wike, CON, the Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Alhaji Sabo Nanono, Your Excellency and the former Governor of Rivers State, Honorable Celestine Omehia, PAMSEC, Federal Minister of Agriculture, the State Secretary to the Government, members of the State Executive Council, members of the State House of Assembly, our royal fathers here present, representatives of the Shell Nigeria, the MD of the NLNG, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. First of all, we give glory to God for making it possible for us to be here this morning. But again, let me say that I'm extremely delighted to participate amongst all of you here at the launch of the Rivers State Cassava Processing Plant, which is designed to support improved production and processing of cassava into high-quality flour here in Rivers State. We have seen the documentary that says for now, this plant will be processing raw cassava into flour, which can be used for production of Maggi cubes, for toothpaste, for insecticides, and other things. The MD of NLNG himself has alluded to the potentials inherent in the use of cassava byproducts in different food. He talked about how it can be used as glucose for those who produce malt and drinks. Let me add that most of the manufacturing companies today that import either glucose, starch, or any of these cassava byproducts, we have held several meetings with them, and they have alluded to the potentials of how cassava can be developed into the various byproducts that is needed for the industrial development of Nigeria. For me, as the central bank, what I say from time to time when I have the opportunity of visiting projects like this is to talk about my own selfish interest. And my selfish interest here is that the likes of Nestle and other companies that normally will import even cassava flour or starch or sorbitol or glucose, any of these cassava byproducts, will now begin to procure these raw materials from Nigeria. And this clearly attests to the vision of President Muhammadu Buhari that says that at this time when foreign exchange is scarce, at this time when resources are limited, that when we have opportunity to produce things that can be consumed locally, that we should take advantage of this and ensure that this is done. And this is primarily anchored on the vision of Mr. President that says that we should diversify the base of the Nigerian economy. So I am extremely delighted to be here, not only because it benefits us because we save foreign exchange that would have been used to import some of these cassava byproducts, but also because it helps to develop our industries. Not only that it helps to develop our industries, it also helps to provide jobs, employment for our rural farmers, where the president has always said that the masses are very important to his heart, and that we must, as a nation and as leaders, do everything to make sure that we improve the employment capacity and income generation capacity of our people in the rural community. I see this opportunity to commend the efforts made by the Rivers State government, working with Shell, Petroleum Development Corporation, the Dutch Embassy, Investment Nigeria Limited, and their technical partners in establishing this first-class integrated facility here in Rivers State. Investments such as this will no doubt help in driving economic growth, reducing unemployment, and inducing other wealth-creating activities in this state. It also helps support our own mandate at the CBN of promoting economic growth of our country. I'm particularly delighted that this project being launched today would improve livelihoods, create jobs for our people, and enhance sustainability of farming operations for over 3,000 farmers by guaranteeing the offtake of their farm produce, cassava. This guaranteed offtake would encourage participating smallholder farmers to improve their output per hectare in order to earn additional income. Let me say that the central bank, working with some of our research institutes like the IITA in Ibadan, we have developed varieties of cassava stem that can improve your yield to close to between 35 to 38 tons per hectare. And we will be collaborating and working with you in our rural communities to see how we can make available to you these high-yielding cassava stems that can help improve your yield, improve your income, and improve your lives, and also ensure that the output that comes from factories like this are maximized. It also provides them with a veritable, verifiable platform to access finance from the Central Bank of Nigeria and other financial institutions through our Anchor Borrowers program. Another key benefit of this facility is the impact it would have on improving local sourcing of inputs for households and businesses. With the ability to process over 45,000 tons of cassava, this facility will provide high-quality cassava flour for households, industries, and bakeries. Notwithstanding our position as the largest producer of cassava in the world today, Nigeria currently imports over $580 million worth of cassava byproducts annually into Nigeria. Consequently, establishing facilities such as this will help in reducing our reliance on imports of cassava byproducts, which serves as key inputs in the production of food items in several factories in Nigeria. We thank you, the Governor of Rivers State. The Central Bank of Nigeria is keen on encouraging similar projects, given the headwinds that we have faced over the past years. Yes, we are ready and able, willing to support any venture that will lead in processing food, not just cassava, any food, and ensure the logistics of delivering food from farm to industries and ultimately to our markets. Whatever can be done, we will do, because we think this is important for the good of our country. As we are all aware, the impact of the coronavirus pandemic, along with the 60% decline in crude oil prices in the first half of 2020, has had significant impact on the Nigerian economy. With over 80% of our export revenues coming from sale of crude, The decline in crude prices, along with the imposition of the lockdown measures, have had significant constraints on our GDP growth. This impact led to the Nigerian economy going into recession during the third quarter of 2020. Efforts by the federal government under the leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari have helped in ensuring that proactive steps are taken to drive Nigeria's recovery efforts. The monetary and fiscal authorities indeed deployed several intervention programs in Nigeria's agriculture and manufacturing sectors, given the employment generating and wealth creation impact of these sectors. The emergence of the Nigerian economy from the recession during the fourth quarter of 2020 and the recent report that the economy will continue to experience positive growth during 2021 was due to significant growth in the agriculture and manufacturing sectors in Nigeria. Given the multiplier effects of these two sectors on the growth, employment, and wealth creation, it is imperative that we continue to encourage more investment in these critical sectors of our economy. Principal agencies of government at the federal and state levels should continue to work hand in hand towards diversifying our economy and creating an enabling environment for further investment by firms such as the Rivers State Cassava Processing Company. With deliberate emphasis on reducing our dependence on the oil sector, agriculture and manufacturing sectors have emerged as the key catalyst for reducing unemployment and driving growth in Nigeria. With the decline in oil foreign exchange earnings, we can no longer afford to support continued importation of items that can be produced in Nigeria. Our current situation has also made it imperative for the CBN to work towards supporting programs that will enable greater cultivation and processing of key agricultural commodities in Nigeria. So far, our development finance initiatives at the CBN have been focused on creating an enabling environment that will drive both public and private sector participation in the real sector with strategic deliverables around price stability, job creation, and financial inclusion, and creation of foreign reserve, among others. Our interventions seek to improve access to credit for households and businesses, which will enhance productivity and create value across a wide range of economic activities. These interventions cut across key sectors such as agriculture, manufacturing, health, and infrastructure. So far, the sum of over 300 billion naira has been disbursed to various projects in the southern part of the country, covering activities in these different economic sectors. Land development has been identified as a major constraint to increase in agricultural activities in southern parts of our country due to our topography. As a result, the CBN has partnered with several states governments in the region under our accelerated agri-development scheme. The sum of 7.5 billion naira has been accessed by 4 states out of the 6 states in the South-South region to open up more land for cultivation, create access roads for agricultural land, and provide infrastructure among other support activities in the region. Let me say that we will see this opportunity to please encourage our states, particularly our southern states, that there are facilities available for you to draw to involve in land clearing. At least 1.5 billion naira is available for land clearing. It may seem small, but it is something, it's a seed that we can start with. We need to see to how we can open up our states for the good of our people and also for the economic viability of our states. In Rivers State, I know long ago Emefiele has been here. There are other industries in the palm oil that are here that have received our support, SIAT, Agro, SIAT, and all of them. BRC, they're all here. And now today we are adding this cassava processing plant. Yes, in Wike, you've tried, you've done your best. And we pray and wish that other state governors can also join this train. Please help to make your state economically viable so you can depend less on revenues from FAC, so that you can grow your economy. You can encourage states, you can encourage private sector who need these processed materials for their final produce. Encourage them to come to your states. By this, they create jobs in your community. By this, you can improve your internally generated revenue, and by extension, make your state economically viable and develop your state and Nigeria. These measures are helping to induce greater activity in the agricultural sector and are enabling the movement of goods from farm to factories and then to markets. As we are all aware, Rivers State is blessed with enormous potential for cassava, oil palm, and fisheries production, amongst others. As a result, several firms in Rivers State have benefited from the intervention programs of the CBN to enhance their operational capacity, create jobs, and contribute significantly to economic activities in the above-mentioned areas. Notable projects financed under our intervention include include Belém Fish Farms, Grimwell Technologies, Jokal Investment, MBK Business Consult, just to mention a few. We would like to encourage more of you in the private sector to please join the train. I am glad to note that the Rivers State government is working closely with us at the CBN through our Anchors Borrower program. And we will work with you to ensure that we develop the land and then produce cassava that is needed not only by this facility, but even other facilities. I'm aware Bayelsa has also one of the biggest cassava processing plants. Different other states, private sector, are in different states in the southern belt of the country. Indeed, even in the northern states of the country, in Kebbi, we also have processing plants growing. This is the way to develop our country. This program is designed to support smallholder farmers by providing them with the requested training, tools, and funds at single-digit interest rates, which will enable improved cultivation of key agricultural items such as rice, maize, cotton, and wheat. The program also provides a ready market for farmers by linking them with credible off-takers. So far, Rivers State has accessed close to about 13 billion from our various intervention programs, and their loan status is excellent. Unyesom is paying his loan well. The CBN remains committed to working with the state government in supporting smallholder farmers and processors across other commodities such as cassava, oil palm, and fisheries. In the case of Rivers Processing Company, the Anchor Borrowers program can be leveraged upon to support improved supply of cassava for this facility. Ladies and gentlemen, in closing, let me assure everyone here today that the CBN stands ready to continue to collaborate not just with Rivers State, but also all states of the country in supporting the development of viable agricultural and manufacturing sector in our country. This readiness is directly in line with our vision to create a professional and people-centered central bank that will act as financial catalyst for job creation and inclusive economic growth in our country. I thank you all for being here today and giving us the opportunity to make this speech. Thank you.